Performance and mindset coach. Rebecca Hannon's family tag her as one who feels the fear and does it anyway. That said, Rebecca knows how it feels to be unfulfilled and stuck. She understands the importance of self-belief and getting out of your own way. Rebecca has thrived professionally in careers in real estate and fitness. She's a dedicated endurance athlete and the first woman to have run the 130-kilometre Cape to Cape track in 24 hours in May 2016. As part of this run, she helped to raise $5,000 to establish Youth Care Local, a support service for at-risk students at local schools. Thanks.
How are we all this morning? Are we going well? Awesome morning, isn't it? Hands up, who bounced out of bed this morning? Show of hands. Yours? Yeah, good to hear, good to hear. Who worked out? Who did a workout this morning? Hands up, show me, no judgment. Awesome. Who would like to have more energy in their day? Yeah. A few of us, right? That's what a lot of my clients say to me. Sometimes they're not always moving as well as what they can do. They don't always eat food that nourishes their body. And they're lacking a little bit of energy, and they don't really know why. I'm a performance and mindset coach. As I just said in the introduction, I've run multiple marathons. I'm the first woman to have completed the entire Cape to Cape track in 24 hours. As part of this run, I helped set up a local charity for Youth Care Local. The funds that were raised went on to support 5 of our local schools. So you see a woman before you right now that's done a few crazy endurance events, yeah? But it hasn't always been this way. Is it okay if I share with you a little bit about me? Yeah? I had several years of feeling really overwhelmed, frustrated, burnt out and stressed. And there was a whole series of things that went on. You know how they say that bad events go in 3? Well, I think I lost count at around about 23 arse kickings. And that's a whole different story. But to give you a little bit of an insight to what was going on in my life at the time, there was divorce, there was raising high-risk teenagers of my own, there was business closures, extreme financial stress, caring for parents, loved ones dying. And then I discovered that my youngest son was walking a path I wasn't prepared to let him go down. So my loving partner, Sonny, and I kidnapped him. We intervened, and I can proudly say that he is now doing extremely well. And we all look at the event as a gift that came to us badly wrapped. But at the end of it, I was absolutely devastated. I felt like a complete failure. I felt like the worst mother in the world. And I really wasn't looking after myself. I knew to be the best I could do for myself and my family, I had to step up. And I had to become the best version of myself. So as a former personal trainer, I got fit. I went on a bit of a personal development journey, and then I kind of got a little bit carried away. I know, right? So the event that I created with a running buddy of mine, Marty, was to run the Cape to Cape track in 24 hours. My partner, Sonny, and my mum were our support. I set off on the run, feeling pumped, full of adrenaline and excitement. I know that's a little weird and probably a little hard to understand, but that kind of thing does excite me. And I'm running along, things were going great. I hit the 40-kilometre mark, and it was night. I'd taken a few tumbles and wasn't feeling fantastic, which was a bit concerning because I still had another 90 kilometres to go, right? I like to run with mantras. So the first thing that came to my mind was, I can do this. And I wouldn't let myself think another thought for probably the next 4 hours. And that was just as well because a storm hit. It was a pretty nasty storm. It lasted about 2 hours. There were howling winds. It was pouring with rain, and it was pitch black. The recent storms have taken quite a beating on the ocean, on the beaches, and because of that it caused my calf muscle to really cramp up. Eventually the storms cleared, the sun came up, and I was walking through the Baranup forest up a hill, and I could feel my calf muscle getting tighter and tighter. Then I felt something give. It wasn't serious, but it hurt. I got myself down onto the Baranup beach, and I'm limping along with my manky calf muscle, feeling pretty damn sorry for myself. I watched Marty's red jacket disappear off into the distance, and then a wave dumped me. And I cried. Yeah, I cried. But there was nobody to pull me out of that. I was on the beach, there was no communications, so I couldn't call anybody. Nobody was going to be around that fine Sunday morning. So I had to pick myself up and get myself to the next checkpoint, which was Hamlin Bay. So I got to Hamlin Bay, and some of my casual running buddies are there to meet me. But when I saw them, I had a total meltdown and seriously considered quitting. And then I visualised myself getting to the lighthouse, and there were people there to see me, but I wasn't running, I was in the back of the car. I'd already felt like I'd had a few failures in my life, and I thought, I'm not failing this one. I'm going to get my shit together, I'm going to do this. Sunny Nura was struggling, so she roped one of the running buddies in to do the last 25 Ks with me, because it was the worst part of it. I was absolutely dreading it. So off I set. He set me up with some Panadol, and off I went. I made my way through the 8 kilometres of Deep Dean Beach. I don't know if you guys have been along Deep Dean Beach, have you? It's bloody awful. It's nice if you're lying on it. When you're running on it after 100 odd Ks, it's not much fun. So I get through that, and I was keeping my eye on the time. My watch had actually stopped working properly, so I was keeping a bit of a check on the time with my running buddy Ben. Get onto the trails, open up a bit of a run, start to feel a little bit better. And then, coming in the opposite direction to me, were my beautiful kids. They were telling me stupid stories and silly jokes to take my mind off things, that I completely forgot my goal to get to the lighthouse in 24 hours. As I get a little bit closer, people are cheering me on, and I see Marty in the cafe window, and he's holding up 3 fingers at me. I'm going, what? And he did it again. I'm going, and then he says, you've got 3 minutes to get to the lighthouse. I went, holy shit, I don't think I can do this. I said it out loud. But then my mantra kicked in, yes you can, yes you can. So I pushed a little bit harder, and slightly uphill, went a little bit faster, gave it all that I had, touched the lighthouse. I had no idea if I had made it or not. And then somebody came up to me and said, I'd done it with just 5 seconds to spare. Thank you. But I've got to say that this was no run to glory. And no, I don't get my clients to run marathons. I'm not running them myself anymore. But it is a great metaphor for life. Because life's like an ultra marathon, isn't it, right? We've got high points, we've got low points, we've got moments we want to throw in the towel. There's times we've got to dig deep and do whatever we can to get through whatever it is that we want to do or to achieve something we've set out to achieve. And then there's those moments of huge pride and joy when you achieve something you've been working really hard towards. Can I teach you a few things that I've learned from my journey? Point number 1 is manage your mindset. Sometimes our minds aren't the most nurturing environment for us to be in. Start to notice your thoughts. Disrupt them. Replace anything negative with something positive. Point number 2, we are so much more capable than what we think we are. The power of achievement. When you achieve something, it doesn't matter if it's big or if it's small, it's whatever is meaningful to you. Once you achieve something, it gives you confidence to go on and do other things. Point number 3, and this is a big one, ladies, is support. The power of support. I didn't do that run by myself. I'm not doing the work I'm doing right now by myself. Get a team of supportive people behind you. Outsource support. I have a coach. Yes, coaches have coaches too. I do that because my coach tells me things that my friends and my family don't. She pushes me outside of my comfort zone. Sometimes I'll turn up and I think I've done a really good job and she'll go, no, there's a bit more, Beck. And I dig a bit deeper and sure enough, there's a little bit more. Point number 4, hold up right hands, Beck, is self-care. As women, we're nurturers. We run around and we make sure that everybody else is okay. We forget to put our own oxygen masks on. Caring for yourself and investing in yourself is not selfish. It's one of the most loving things you can do for yourself, your family, and everybody else around you. And point number 5, which ties in beautifully with Charlie's speech, I am enough. You're enough. We are all enough. As soon as we let go of perfection and start playing to our strengths, we become much kinder to ourselves and much kinder to everybody else. I'm just going to give you 3 quick tips of what you can do immediately to get a little bit more energy into your day. Tip number 1 is hydrate. Most of us are in a dehydrated state. Get lots of good, clean, filtered water into you, aim for about 2 litres a day. Tip number 2 is to eat a whole food diet, organic if you can. You cannot run the ultramarathon of life on meal replacements. Have a good diet rich in plant-based foods. And tip number 3 is move. Move, baby, move. I'm not telling you to run marathons, but we live in Margaret River. Man, we've got so much beautiful nature around us. Connect with it. Spend some time with it. It will set your soul on fire. If you would like to live with more purpose in your life, more energy, or you've got some changes that you want to make in your life, come and have a chat to me. I'll be mingling around the room. I'm offering 10 one-hour discovery sessions if anybody's interested in having that. Sunny is around. She'll be taking details down if anybody wants them. I'm wishing you all an absolutely fabulous, inspiring and energised International Women's Day. Thank you.
Thanks.